Bonjour, 1 Million Cause Fargo. There you go. Bonjour, everyone. My name is Alexandre Cusa. I'm happy and honored to be your welcome host on this beautiful day. Who is new? Who is new? Before I start getting into a lot of new people, give yourself a round of applause, please, new people. Please, please, please. And who recruited you? Who is the recruiter? Recruiters, please, please. Who is the recruiter? Merci beaucoup, recruiters. Please give a round of applause for the recruiters. Now, let's see on streaks who has been there the last 2 times. 2 times, shy 2 times, 3 times, 4 times, 5 times, 6 times. Can't count times, maybe. I start counting after 5. Good. Give yourself a round of applause, please, please, please. So, recruiters, if you haven't told the recruited what is 1 Million Cups, let me tell you. So, 1 Million Cups is our weekly event where we get to visit, consult, and connect with local, regional, and national entrepreneurs, but as well, as you're going to see today, our very own youngest entrepreneur. And I think to be an entrepreneur, last time, 2 weeks ago, we had a wonderful young girl even share with us the definition of an entrepreneur. But there's no age, I think, to be an entrepreneur. And usually, the younger you start, the better, because less risk, no mortgage, no kids to take care of, whatever. So good. I don't know if their parents are okay with this, but whatever. One thing you should know, we are the most attended 1 Million Cups in the nation. With that said, I think it's, as you saw last week, we didn't have 1 Million Cups, and I want to give a personal round of applause to Emerging Prairie for giving us a world-class event such as Drone Focus. Who attended Drone Focus? Who attended Drone Focus? Yes, yes. Merci beaucoup. Merci beaucoup. With that said, I'm going to pass it to Greg Tavine.
Thank you, sir.
Hey, my name is Greg from Fargo. Hey,
All right.
My name is
always
hey,
awkward.
my
Hey,
name
welcome
is
everybody.
Greg
It is
from
Student
Fargo.
Day.
Yo, Greg from Fargo.
Wow, okay. Well, welcome everybody to 1 Million Cups. I'm Greg. I'm very embarrassed right now. Today is Student Day. So today we're going to hear from not one, not two, but 3 presenters that are all students. One is going to be in middle school next year. One's going to be in high school. One's going to be in college. And we are joined statewide. So in a partnership with Click Content Studios, our friends, they're live streaming today in Jamestown, in Dickinson, in Grand Forks, and here in Fargo. So if you love today's show, feel free to pop online, pull that up, send it with some friends. But hello to all of our friends. We hope you'll enjoy today. Feel free to keep engaged with Twitter with the hashtag 1MCFAR. But we're glad you're with us. Thanks for being here. So to kick things off, at 1 Million Cups every week, we do a series of announcements. We want to get you plugged into our community, find out opportunities to get engaged, learn more things, and it feels like local celebrity day today. I see the ladies from Lady Boss are here. They've got an upcoming event. They were just in the Fargo Forum. Fargo Coffee is here. They just acquired, Thunder Coffee just acquired them. Marlo is here from National Day Calendar, so it's like local celebrity day. John Mahachek's here, who's definitely a local celebrity, at least in the eyes of his son, Jack. So thanks, Jack, for supporting your dad. So to kick things off, let's welcome Katie Relston from the Chamber of Commerce. She is the coordinator of the YAY program, the Youth Entrepreneur Academy. Let's welcome to the stage, Katie. Okay, good.
Okay. Good morning. Since 2 of our speakers today are graduates of the Chamber's Young Entrepreneurs Academy, we thought it was fitting to announce that we are currently accepting applications for this program. The Young Entrepreneurs Academy, or YAY, is a program that takes middle and high school students through the process of developing their own businesses. So over the course of 30 weeks, they learn from real entrepreneurs. They work one-on-one with mentors who help them write their business plans and prepare for an investor panel presentation where they pitch their ideas and ask for the funding they need to actually launch their businesses. So if you know someone who may be interested, please send them my way or direct them to FMWF Chamber for more, or fmwfchamber.com for more information or to apply. Thank you.
All All right, thank you, Katie. If you want to learn more about the YAY program, a couple issues back at the Fargo Inc., there's a huge feature on all the students, all their projects. It's a fantastic resource. And I'm going to put Bridget on deck. Bridget is a past TEDx Fargo speaker who I'm going to ask without telling her to come speak after this. So we're going to show you a video. July 26th, TEDx Fargo is coming up. We've got a video to get you excited for TEDx Fargo. Let's go to the video. Our 9th TEDx Fargo is coming up this summer, July 26th. We got Bridget, who's a graduate of the YAY program, who we found in the open call process. She spoke last year. Bridget, come on up. Tell us what happened. Let's give Bridget a big round of applause. Welcome, Bridget. All right, Bridget, and just watch these steps. I'm always nervous. We do not have good enough insurance to cover it if anything happens. All right, welcome, Bridget. Bridget, you were a speaker last summer. What was it like to speak at TEDx Fargo? And then what happened? You gave a pretty powerful talk. Maybe introduce your talk idea and then tell us what happened.
Yeah, so I was in the YAY program and I sent in a video through the open call process. Didn't really think anything would happen, but randomly one night Greg called me and was like, let's have you do it. So I was like, okay. And so my talk was basically on increasing the convenience and accessibility of menstrual hygiene products in schools. And so this was something I was really passionate about, but I hadn't really had obviously as big as a platform as I had at TEDx to speak on it. And going into it, I kind of felt like a major underdog and thought it might like flop and maybe not do so well, but I got so much support, and since then, me and a fellow TEDx speaker have put on an event. I've created like 5,000 more hygiene kits, done some things in schools, and yeah, I'm gonna keep working on it this summer and see what happens, so yeah.
Hey, let's give it up for Bridget. Thank you. She did get a standing ovation, and one of the things that happens for TEDx Fargo is if you go there, you just feel incredibly inadequate in your own life. That's what I did after Bridget spoke. She gets standing ovation. She's doing world-changing stuff. I'm like, wow. At the time, I was 32. I'm like, what? Well, there's still hope, I hope. Okay, so next up, we want to invite another past TEDx Fargo speaker, Marlo from National Day Calendar here. He's going to tell us which National Day we should all be celebrating. Join me in welcoming my entrepreneur crush, Marlo Anderson from Mandan, North Dakota.
Thanks, Greg. So if I said the words, let's see, trying to think of around the world. Anybody know what I'm talking about? Walk the dog. Very good. It's National Yo-Yo Day today, and if you feel like going for a jog, today is also National Running Day. So get out and do a little jogging, play with that yo-yo a little bit, and let's celebrate today.
All right, so Marlo runs National Day Calendar. So walk. I mean, I feel like you're telling me to run. Is that like, did my wife prompt you on that, or?
I'm the one that needs to run.
Okay. You said it. So one of the things that happened last week at Drone Focus is it was National Autonomous Vehicle Day, and we announced that in Fargo 2 years ago. We announced it. We celebrated again. But Marlo, there were some huge global things that happened on National Autonomous Vehicle Day that you and your team helped create the pathway for. Can you just share some of the global announcements that happened?
Yeah, so it was the second year this year at Drone Focus, and you have to give your team credit too. I mean, Autonomous Vehicle Day doesn't happen without Drone Focus. So GM announced that they're putting $2.5 billion into their autonomous vehicle program on National Autonomous Vehicle Day. Their stock went up 11%. Huge, huge deal, right? Then, not to be outdone, Canada comes out and they announce on National Autonomous Vehicle Day, they actually put this in their article, that they have a new director of autonomous vehicles for the country of Canada. And then, not to be outdone, Waymo comes out and says, well, you know, that Waymo's a division of Google, and they state that they're going to put 66,000 Chrysler Pacificas on the road in Phoenix this year as a ride-hailing service for autonomous vehicles to happen at the end of this year. So it's amazing what's going on, all because of Drone Focus. So let's give everybody a round of a hand for that. That's amazing. So congratulations.
Thank you, Marlo. And Marlo, I do find it fitting. Last time I saw you, we were celebrating National Donut Day, which I feel was way better than National Jogging and Running Day. So, also, one of the things that happens here at 1 Million Cups is we celebrate groups. So today we have our friends from You Code Girl. They're attending. If you're part of You Code Girl, can you just stand up? Can we just celebrate you? These are young women that are learning software skills. Can you just stand up? Thank you for being here. All right, we appreciate it. Thank you, ladies. Betty is a Bush Fellow. She's done a tremendous amount of work. If you don't know about You Code Girl, make sure to learn about them. If you have a group that you want to bring to 1 Million Cups, we're celebrating minor league baseball style. So if you have a weird or unique or fun group, whether it's just you and your family reunion, if you're getting engaged at 1 Million Cups, just let us know. We'll put you on the Jumbotron. We'd love to have you. So to kick things off, we've got 3 speakers today. We've got our first speaker. She's a West Fargo High School graduate. She was part of a startup weekend team that won the contest. She's passionate. She's excited. She's a future Bison. Join me in welcoming Sadia. Welcome to the stage, Sadia. I hope I got it right. Thank you, Sadia. You'll be great.
Parents, think about all the times that you took your child to the park. Admit it. Sometimes you get bored and you look down at your phone, right? But what if one of those times you looked up and your child was gone? About once a month, the West Fargo Police Department has to respond to incidents that are bigger than normal, like a child abduction or a shooting. They often have to call in officers that are off duty or from other jurisdictions. Not only is this process hectic, but it is a lot of work for coordinating officers. And while they're doing this, precious minutes tick by as your child gets further and further away from you. 6 months ago, Detective Travis Johnson of the West Fargo Police Department came to my STEM internship class to ask us for our help to solve this problem. He's in charge of coordinating these responses for his department. He looked for solutions everywhere, from small towns to large cities and even the CART Center, but asking a lot of officers from around the nation, he realized the software that he needs doesn't exist. Based on what he told us, we cobbled together a solution with existing software, but that's not what these tools are designed for, and this is not working for the West Fargo Police Department. So that is why we built Rapid Response Team. Rapid Response Team is a collaborative emergency workflow platform for coordinating incident response teams to communicate, track officer locations, and save time in critical situations. When a coordinator initiates an incident on the Rapid Response Team dashboard, they are notified immediately with the push notifications on their department-issued iPhone that tells them everything that they need to know about what is happening, where to go, and what to do next. Officers can also communicate with incident coordinators and each other throughout the app. As you can see from this video demonstration, it just takes a few clicks for coordinating officers to set up an incident, let officers know what is going on, and send them out to respond. With this software, what used to take over an hour to do now takes less than a minute to execute. As you can imagine, responding to incidents like these can be really expensive for communities. Paying even just 10 hours of officer overtime for one incident costs over $450. And of course, incidents are much larger than these. Here's just an example of what it took to respond to a recent incident that only required 30 officers. We have demonstrated that our software can save an hour per incident, and we believe that our pilot program with the West Fargo Police Department will be able to help show that it can reduce incident time further. We plan to offer subscriptions for our software as a service to police departments in cities ranging from 30,000 to 200,000 in population. They are the most likely to have frequent incidents to respond to, and they are not big enough to have developed their own software to do this solution. Our pricing would depend on the number of officers in each department. We're looking at a range from $800 for cities the size of West Fargo to $3,500 for bigger cities. We talked to the mayor of Moorhead, Delray Williams, about our software. She says it's really expensive for cities to respond to these incidents, and they are interested in anything that they can do to make this process more efficient. She said that $800 a month would be a reasonable cost for her city. We believe that our break-even point would be about 6 customers. We plan to offer potential customers a free trial of our software during one of their incidents trainings. We'll tell them about this offer through advertisements in industry magazines, mailing case studies to incident officers, and following up with sales calls, earned media, and referrals from existing clients. We also had Detective Travis Johnson look at our software when we developed a prototype during our tech startup weekend. He says this integrated system will make our response team more productive. It has great potential to increase the efficiency and safety of our officers and detectives in responding to these incidents. So we've been talking for about 5 minutes. If your child was really missing right now, the police departments will still be in the beginning stages of organizing their search. But with Rapid Response Team, they would already have officers on the ground looking for your child right now. With the Rapid Response Team solution, not only are we able to save time, save money, but we could also save lives, not only in our community, but communities around the world. Thank you.
All right, you're done. Real quick. Your
okay.
team is here. This is
Yes.
the Startup Weekend team. They just won. Do you want to just recognize the people on your team? If the team
my
could stand
team?
up real quick. If you're on the team, just tell us their names real quick, and then we'll give you another big claps, all right?
All right, sounds good. That is Chris Gardy, Nicole, Annika, Chad, and Chris.
All
Yeah.
right, let's give them all a round of applause. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right, our next student was the Youth Entrepreneur Academy winner here in Fargo. She's going to be in 8th grade at Discovery Middle School. I have bad memories of Discovery Middle School because they kicked our butts in basketball all the time. Join me, welcome me to the stage, next year 8th grader, Zoe Bundy of Brainy Ladies. Welcome, Zoe!
Well, good morning. I'm so excited to be here. Thank you all for supporting young entrepreneurs and the older generation of entrepreneurs. I'm the founder and CEO of Brainy Ladies. I'm also an 8th grade STEMinist. More on that later. I'd like to start off with a story. In 6th grade, 2 years ago, I was sitting as the only girl in a tech group at my school, 29 boys and me. I had never experienced something like that because usually I'd have a group of girlfriends just sitting right next to me and we'd learn together. But nope. Before I get too into my presentation, I would like to remind everyone what STEM is. STEM is science, technology, engineering, and math. On this slide, you can see many careers that tie into these fields, like chemists, architects, data analytics, and cryptanalysts. So now that we know what STEM is, how many of you know someone who works in a STEM career? Look around. Keep your hand up if it's a girl. Not as many, right? This number is why. Only 24% of the STEM workforce is held by women. This number needs to change because it is projected currently that in 2027, only 22% of the workforce will be women. In 1987, it was 32%, and it is slowly decreasing. So you may be wondering, what is Brainy Ladies? Brainy Ladies is a website that encourages girls to enter STEM careers someday. Getting girls interested at a young age will help them decide what career to go into later. Brainy Ladies is also a campaign to help get girls more into STEM. Finally, it can be used as a resource to nonprofits like You Code Girl after the camp. It can be used as any one of these three. So who can use Brainy Ladies? Anyone with Wi-Fi? What age is Brainy Ladies recommended for? 11 to 17-year-olds, mostly targeting the girls. Brainy Ladies also advertise to STEMinists. Many people around town ask me, are you a feminist? And I thought, well, kind of, but I also like STEM, so let's just say I'm a STEMinist. Our mission statement is to help girls find their inner genius. Everyone has a genius in them. Doesn't matter your age, grade, race, gender, religion, you have a genius in you. What we try to do at Brainy Ladies is help girls find their inner genius and use it to solve problems, use it for the good, and to make things more efficient if possible. Brainy Ladies is currently on Facebook and Instagram, as well as a site set up for email, newsletters, and more information. Near the bottom of this slide, you can see some content that will be on the website in August. At the beginning of Brainy Ladies, we will focus mainly on bones, mini computers, self-driving cars, and algebra. The STEM content will be launched in August. Currently, Brainy Ladies can be found at girlsinstemmagazine.com. I would like to finish us off with a quote from Sally Ride. If you don't know Sally Ride, she was the first American woman in space. She too had a passion for seeing more girls in STEM. She once said, if we want to see more scientists and engineers in the future, we should be more cultivating to the girls as much as the boys. For all the entrepreneurs in the room, this means more programs and resources for the girls so that one day we may reach a 50-50% and get the female raise up. Let's take a stand and lead a change to help get more girls in STEM. Do you remember that I told you I was the only girl in a STEM group? Guess what? This year we had 5 girls, and next year we have over 30 girls signed up. I guess hard work pays off. Thank you.
Woohoo! Well done, Zoe. Awesome job. Zoe, we're going to bring you back up for questions. All right, our third and final speaker just finished her sophomore year at West Fargo High School. She's the state FCCLA Entrepreneur Champion of North Dakota. She's on her way to national. She's here today. Join me in welcoming to the stage, Vardosa. Welcome, Vardosa.
Sorry, give me a second to test this. Okay. I didn't want to mess up. Just saying. Okay, hi, my name is Feroza Sant, and today I'll be telling you all my story. I want you all to close your eyes. They're closed, right? Make sure they're closed. Keep them shut too, okay? Now, how many of you guys actually had an interest when you were growing up? This is the moment to raise your hands. Open your eyes. Keep your hands raised. See? Everybody had an interest. I'm not actually different. When I was younger, I had 2 interests: art and food. No matter where I was, as long as I had a pencil and paper, I'd be drawing. Sounds a little exaggerated, but it's who I am. Sounds weird, right? But what isn't weird is to actually fall in love with food. I haven't met a single person that doesn't like food, because I really love food. Because, you know, if you give me a donut, I'll probably eat the donut just because I love food that much. But the surprising thing is I feel more satisfied making that donut, which most people think is kind of weird. But the reason I like doing that is because it actually makes me happy, like seeing somebody eating something I made with my own 2 hands. I've been like this ever since I was a child. A part of me wanted to do something with my 2 passions my entire life. Sorry, can you hear me now? I just realized this. There's something I had to do, so that's how Revs du Pâtissier started. Sounds pretty fancy, especially since it's French, considering that's the home of French pastry arts, which is the main focus of Revs du Pâtissier. For those of you guys who don't speak French, that means Sweet Dreams Bakery. That is the main goal of Revs du Pâtissier, making our customers' sweet dreams come true. Whether that means making a customized Mad Hatter's cake from Alice in Wonderland to making a homemade, gooey, warm cookie. We'll make it come true. As long as you can tell us, Revs du's got you. We make French macarons, cupcakes with a twist, customized cakes, traditional cupcakes, and many more. Whatever our customers can think of, we can actually make it. Our menu can be completely customized. And when I say RevZoo offers everything, I mean practically everything. If our customers can dream it, we can make it. That can include something from croque and bouche to madeleines. As for the price, this actually varies greatly. For example, our French macarons is around $12 per box, and as for our customized cakes, it's around $4 per serving. Once our customers order something like customized cakes, we have a virtual appointment to ensure that they get exactly what they want. This includes personalized sketches as well, which the customer can completely alter. And yeah, it kind of sounds like I know a lot about baking, but at first, man, I was terrible. Okay, I was terrible. For some strange reason, I actually thought I could substitute powdered sugar for granulated sugar. Ooh, I was wrong. I just ended up making myself some gritty buttercream that honestly just tasted like butter with like little shreds of sugar in there. A little bit, tasted disgusting, but I was horrible. It was horrible. It's okay. Because after a long time of practicing, I realized that now I can make any flavor of buttercream that I want, whether that can mean caramel to chocolate to even matcha. If you guys don't know, it's green tea. And I realized that just through all of that hard work, I finally became more serious about RevZoo Pâtissier. It made me want to keep practicing, and due to that, I ended up going to Young Entrepreneurs Academy. And after that hard work and dedication, I eventually arrived to my last step, which is the investors panel. I was absolutely terrified like I am today, but it's okay. I managed to receive $800 from the program, but sadly I wasn't actually sure what to do with that money. At first I thought I knew, but then I realized that I never really imagined that I would actually gain the funding. So I had to ask myself, was I really committed to this business? To answer my own question, I kind of went forward with it. I thought, hey, let me just see what it's like to sell my services. And that led me to gaining many opportunities to make desserts and pastries, from baby showers to birthdays to even weddings. It was an amazing experience, and I loved it every step of the way. This is actually something I want to keep doing with my life. But how would I accomplish this? I want to keep doing what I'm doing, but what does RevZoo have to do to actually accomplish this goal? What were my growth goals that I was actually aiming for? Yes, gaining customers and actually, gaining knowledge about myself is important, but I kind of had a little more permanent idea in mind. RevZoo hopes to collaborate with different cafes in the future to sell our French macarons, which, if you guys haven't tasted them, they're amazing, which you should. You should order some from me, I'm just saying. But, no, I'm serious. You need to order some from me. Okay? Follow me. I'll give you my business card. But as a coffee lover myself, I realized that the sweet, delicate flavor of French macarons, if you haven't tasted them, they're kind of like crispy, and then on the inside, they're really soft and gooey, and it just tastes delicious with coffee. If you haven't tried it, just gotta try it. But until that day, RevZoo will keep practicing, and eventually we'll work really hard to attain our goal, and we will hope that one day we'll make the sweet dreams come true of West Fargo's people. Thank you.
Well done. Well, hey, let's
Wait.
welcome. Oh,
That was a bad high five.
okay, let's do it again. There you go. All right, hey, let's welcome our other ladies. And Chad is on the Startup Weekend team. We're going to invite you up for Q&A as well. Chad has a fake ID, so he'll be joining us on the student day at 1 Million Cups. Welcome to the stage. So how this is going to work is we are going to take your questions. So if you're in the room, we've got two Yay alumnus, Jack and Tyler, that are here today. Both went through the program. They are mic runners. And you can also tweet in hashtag 1MCFargo or 1MCFar with a question for any of these ladies. I know there's folks watching on live stream. I got some notes from the city council in Bemidji, so they've got some really hard questions about coding and for you. And so look for that. But hashtag 1MCFar. But let's just go, Zoe, you're first because you're sitting by me. we want to support this. We're excited. What's your next step? What are you doing this summer to help Brainy Ladies reach the next level?
Yeah, so our next step is right now we're kind of exploring financial options. I think we're going to go with corporate sponsorship.
Awesome. How much money do you need? Just add a few zeros too.
Well, we have the investor panel money, and like she said, I didn't really expect to get it, so I'm still exploring that option.
I'm great at wasting money.
Okay.
But how many sponsors are you trying to get this summer? Maybe 2 or 3?
Yeah, that's about. We have
Who's
some.
gonna do it? Can we get some hands? We got one right there. John's in. Oh, you touched your hair, so you're in. That's Taya. Okay, so we got 3. So all
Okay,
right, great.
perfect.
All right, you guys are next. Startup Weekend winners. It's a big deal. The team's still going. Chad, maybe jump in a little bit. Tell us about your experience, and then you can share what's next.
I come from a background. I was an engineer at Microsoft out in Washington for about 8 years, and then Baby 1.0 came along, so we moved back to the Midwest. I started my own company here in 2001, and I've been doing document automation solutions for big banks ever since. I decided to go to the startup weekend because it sounded like the theme was community, and my business, I just haven't had a lot of interaction locally, so I thought that would be kind of fun, and I wanted to see what it would do. When Sadia's idea came up, I'm like, that is something I can totally get behind. And so I thought I could maybe help drive this team to get this thing in production. So we actually now are an actual corporation. We are in process of building out the solution. We're on tap for a live training exercise this fall with the West Fargo PD, and things are rolling.
What's your next step?
College? I know. So like Chad mentioned, we are currently in the process of building our version 1 of our application. There's a mobile application for officers and a web application for coordinating officers. And then we will be piloting the program with the West Fargo PD coming up this fall. And I hope to be part of every single step of that. So.
And the team is still together.
Yeah, the team is still together.
And have you guys taken your Startup Weekend shirts off since Startup Weekend, or do you guys all just...
Yeah.
Okay, Ferdosa, what's going on? What are you doing this summer?
Okay, where's Katie? I have to find Katie for, oh, hi Katie. So last year, Katie told me, well, it wasn't told, but we came up with ideas about what I should do during the summer, but as I said earlier, I wasn't actually sure if I wanted to move forward with Revs du Pâtissier, but now I really do, so Katie, I'm taking your advice. This is how smart I am.
So you're going for it.
Yeah, I am. I hope to, she will know this, but you guys don't, so I'm going to tell you. We hope to go into, do you know what that farmer's market thing is?
Yep, the Red River Market.
Mm-hmm.
Yep, I would go there.
You should, because I'm going to be there.
You're going to open up there?
Yeah.
Ah, boom, that is awesome. Okay, questions from the crowd. Who has a question? Track down Jack and Tyler. We got some up here. And then I'll pull up questions from Twitter. Go for it, Bridget.
So I have a question for the Yay gals. How did the Yay program help you get your
It
business
sounds like
started?
a product placement question.
Yes, I was bribed. No, but how did the Yay program help you get started, and how has it continued to help you with your businesses?
Do you want to go first?
Sure. Well, we each got mentors, and my mentor was Betty Gronenberg, and she has a STEM background. So through Yay, I was able to get a mentor who would help me and who knows where I want to go. And so through mentorship and even the instructors helped us a lot. I think that's one way that I found the courage to do it.
Excellent.
My mentor was also Betty.
This is like Betty Day at 1 Million Cups.
I learned from Betty how to, okay, this is very surprising compared to my sister because she's a very
you just
techie
announced
person.
that you two are sisters.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, did anybody put it together? Okay, we got one. Okay, keep going.
She was our teacher.
She was our teacher.
Oh, okay,
That's
everybody's got inside information today.
But
how did she do as a teacher?
She was great.
She was great.
Okay, so back to the question.
But compared to my sister, I'm not a techie person. So, yeah, I barely know how to use Word. But Betty helped me understand how to actually build a website because clearly it's just, I'm very bad at it still. I'm sorry, Betty, but I'm bad at it. It's not my thing. But I also, from Yay in general, I learned different like marketing skills because I think that's what RevZoo really needs at this point because we really want to gain knowledge from like we want other people to know about us, and I think that's the most important thing that I learned from Young Entrepreneurs Academy.
Excellent. Thanks for that question, Bridget, and helping the YAY program gain awareness. Up next, front row, the teacher. Okay, so tell us your name, where do you teach, and then share your question.
My name is Carrie Spellerberg. I used to teach 5th grade at South Elementary, and that's when I had Sadia and Fardosa, both. And then I now teach at Discovery, so I had Zoe as well. So I am a very blessed teacher to have such amazing kids. But my question is, as your former teacher and as a current teacher still, what else could we do in the schools to help promote young entrepreneurs, STEM, and all of this vision?
Let's go all of you on this, Chad included. Chad, you got that fake ID still on your student? Yeah. But what can we do, what can the education system for young people do to support entrepreneurs? Maybe Zoe, are you up for going first?
Sure. So I know like right now they're teaching us the 4 C's, the 21st century skills. We have done some STEM activities through that, but I think even doing it even more, and then also talking to the STEM teachers at Discovery and around the area and seeing possible ways to incorporate that better into classrooms.
Yes, it's my turn. So I did start this because I was in an internship class, and I think for high schools, especially around the area that don't have that, it's a great opportunity to get students like real-world experience and network with professionals. A huge part of how I got where I am today is because I was able to find mentors and network as a student to know, like, to be able to have resources. I'm like, okay, now I know a Microsoft engineer, so I'd be able to get him to help me and be able to know like the resources that you have to get you where you need to be, and just start early. I think Greg hit it at this point. It's like we don't have a lot to lose as students. We don't have kids to take care of, businesses that we have to watch for. So starting really young and being able to see that you can push your dreams further at a young age, there's a lot less risk, and a lot more to gain. So being able to show your students that, hey, you have ideas and we are here to help you, and I can give you contacts in the professional world to do this is a huge part.
Well, I think one of the things we can do is integrate into the curriculum the whole concept of entrepreneurship, and that fits so well within the whole STEM curriculum the way it is. That you're dealing with cross-functional areas, and because I know my kids have been through STEM in West Fargo, and they find that the history and the math and the science, they're all interconnected, and I think that we could bring business into that mix as well, because that's such a huge part of this. And then engaging earlier on in terms of opening up the eyes and the vision for careers in STEM for women, and bringing in those mentors and bringing in those people from the community who have already paved that way, and showing kids that, at an early age, these are things that are in my grasp, and they're things that I can control, and that's something I want to do. I want to be just like this person here. I think that having those role models engaged at the school level would be wonderful.
What I think is very important, like school-wise for young students, is just exposing them to different interests. Like there are classes at West Fargo High School that have just facts class in general, but there's also photography classes, which kind of seems a little odd, but it gives students a chance to explore different passions that they might have, and I think it's very important that students like find something that they're very passionate about and get the opportunity to do that.
Excellent. Well, ladies, this question comes to us from Twitter. This comes from Lady Boss FM. And then they say, would each of you ladies be interested in speaking to our group of 1,000 women?
Yeah.
We got one yes.
Definitely.
Yes?
Yeah.
No? Where are you at?
I guess it's a yes.
Yes?
I'll
Okay.
drag her there.
Totally.
It's It's okay.
All right, we got 2 yeses and 1 if you get her some macaroons and coffee. I bet she'll do it. All right, what else do we got? We got questions from the crowd. All right, we have one right up here. Can Jack? There we go. And Jack, you're way better than this than your dad was. Jack.
So I've got a little sister who's shown some interest in the STEM fields. How do I support her in that?
You know, there are a lot of camps and resources, and so if you do some research or you talk to me or Betty, we know a lot of people that could help her out. I actually got an email recently from a lady who asked if there are any other resources. There are a lot of books. There's a new book series in the library for little kids on girls and coding. So I think looking at your local libraries for the books to get her interested, and then other camps and things around the area.
How old is your sister?
10. Glad you had a little bit of help there.
I am part of First Robotics.
You're not just part of it. You're the presidente, right?
I'm the engineering director. There's no presidents, but yes.
So you're in charge.
I'm in charge.
You were in charge because you graduated now.
Yeah, I graduated.
Now I'm going to be in charge, but it's cool.
She's joining eventually. But there are many different programs, especially FIRST in general. There's FIRST Lego League. There's plenty of Lego Leagues in the area that you could join. And then when she does get into high school, there's a Fargo team, a Moorhead team, and a West Fargo team. So it's got most of the area already covered. So she's still into it. FIRST Robotics is a huge opportunity. That's where I've met Chris, and that's where I learned a lot of my tech skills. That's where I found my passion in engineering. So getting into those programs, and even if the school doesn't have those programs, starting an FLL team is not that difficult, and our STEM Alliance is willing to sponsor, and because we want to be able to spread STEM throughout our whole community. So.
Excellent. All right, we're going to go to Twitter. This comes from Camelia Statham. She says, hey, ladies, can you tell us the greatest piece of advice that you've gotten so far on your journey? What's the one of the top pieces of advice you've had on your entrepreneurial journey? And we're going to go over to you this time because she's always had to take the hard one. So,
Could you give me a second?
Okay, there it was.
No, I mean longer. It's the best advice. Okay, this is very generic, but I don't want to admit this.
No, do it. It's worth it.
Did I tell you this?
Yeah.
Oh.
She is older than you. It's okay to say nice things once in a while.
Well, okay, I'll admit it. It's not even a long time ago. She tells me this every other week, but my sister always tells me to aim for the best I can, and I think I'm starting to get emotional. I always aim for the best I can because that's what my sisters taught me.
Can you go to her?
So you got to cover.
I found this quote one time, and then someone else told it to me, but try to go for the moon, and if you fail, then you land among the stars. So to just go for it and don't be afraid to do it.
Excellent. Sadia?
Give me a second. I think one of my mentors told me this. He said that I can make my dreams come true as long as I'm willing to work for it. And I've done a lot of that, and having all of them there throughout the way has definitely shown me that I can make everything possible that I want. Why did you get me so emotional?
I'm emotional. I got tears too. Okay, we got time for one more question from the crowd. Is there one more question that someone? We got one right over here. Let's run over to John.
All right, this is for Sadio. So I have to ask. So when we talking to you at Startup Weekend, you were talking about you were leaning about going to school in South Dakota, School of Mines, but then I hear Greg said something about a bison maybe. What's the latest on that?
So I obviously started a business with 6 people. So that was a huge part of staying in town because I wanted to be able to see it throughout every single phase and be involved in it. And yeah, like NUSU is a great college too, so their College of Engineering is pretty amazing. And mainly it was the business part that kept me staying here, but yeah.
So Startup Weekend kept you.
Startup Weekend kept me.
Okay, and I
Sadly.
think I heard a rumor that you got a scholarship. So when I was in high school, West Fargo High School, I got a $500 scholarship, and my family was really proud of me. But do you want to share about the scholarship you got?
Yeah, okay. So I got the GATE scholarship, which is a full paid everything to any private or public institute in the U.S. that I want to attend, and it pays for my undergrad for up to 5 years. So if I wanted to take a year off, I also could too.
And study abroad?
Study abroad too. Which
And
is
how
pretty
many
awesome.
applicants? There's like 8?
There it started off, I think it's like 26,000 and 300 get it. So
So on behalf of the North Dakota State University trustees, they will be sponsoring Startup Weekend next year. Okay, so ladies, and Chad, wrapping up. There are 173 people in the room right now. There are 4 live streams in Jamestown, and Dickinson, and Grand Forks, and in Fargo. There are folks in Bemidji that we know about. There are other folks that want to see you succeed. What can we as a community do to help you get to the next stage? When you say we want to dream big and we're willing to work for it, well, we also want to work for it. So how can you put us to work to help you reach your next step? So maybe we're going to go in order of age, youngest first. Zoe, you almost had it. It was like a 50-50 if you're going to go first. So we're going to go in order of age. Zoe, what do you need?
So there are 3 things that I think the community can do. One is there are a lot of local STEM nonprofits as well as clubs that you can get involved with. I know UCO Girl has a mentorship every year, so volunteering for that and being able to mentor those girls. So just volunteering. And then the second thing is advocating for the girls. Most people don't know that there's a lack of girls in STEM, and so telling people that can help us raise awareness for that. And yeah, and then the third thing is my business right now is looking for content writers because I myself cannot produce content for a whole entire website. So
You'd have
looking
to
for
skip more
content
school
writers.
if you did that.
I'm okay with that.
Okay. I am too, but your dad is here and he wouldn't appreciate that. Okay, so and how much money do you need? You need 3 corporate sponsorships. How much do you want from each of them?
I haven't thought about that.
Just
I'm
throw a
not
number
sure.
out there. I'll round it up.
Million.
No, okay, million might be hard. But you need $1,000 from 3 people.
Yeah.
So EDC is gonna look at doing $1,000. Microsoft's gonna look at doing $1,000, and hopefully one other. So let's get her some money to keep her going. Thank you for the sponsorship. Okay,
Yeah.
You're up next. What do you need? How can we help you reach your dreams?
Okay, this might seem a little generic, but I think the most important part for my business is just to gain more awareness. I want people, like when people find out about Revs du Pâtisserie, I want them to talk about talk about my business to other people, because honestly, I'm not gonna lie, we make great things. You should try it.
So confidence is good. You're
Yeah,
check mark.
my confidence is all the way up here. Should be right here, but it's all the way up here.
The story of my life. Okay, and I'm just gonna go out on a limb. Could you use some customers?
Yes.
Okay, what type of customers do you want? Let's get you 5 customers right now.
she's gone.
We got macaroons. Who
Really?
wants some macaroons? If you want macaroons, you're gonna
I
talk
got
to
my
her
business
afterwards.
card.
All right.
I will give you my business cards, guys.
All right, and then Farmers Market. Are you gonna be there this summer? Red River Market?
I'm gonna try my best. I'm gonna try to figure out how to even sign up for that.
No, you're gonna do it. You're gonna just show up, and then we'll tell Joe
You
and
just
Simone
show
it's okay.
up?
Yeah, you just
You
show up.
just show up
say,
with a
Greg,
cart and be like, "What's up?"
And Joe and Simone, if they start talking, just say Greg said so. Okay. But let's get you there, and then I think maybe you could use some help getting to nationals, right? Help us to understand what might be helpful to get you to nationals.
Well, I made my brother pay me $2,000 to give me the national.
So if you can help get her to nationals, it's $2,000 of expense. If you're at all interested in supporting her opportunity, if you want to chip in some resources to do that, just talk to you about that. All right? My wife and I are in because
Really? You're going to give me $2,000?
Well, I just had a kid, so not 2,000, but we're in for at least 200. We'll do 10%, okay? And what do you guys need?
So a lot of what we need is connections outside of the Fargo-Moorhead area with police departments. So if you do have contacts in other area with police departments or law enforcement, please contact us. We can give you our business cards, and just being able to make those connections outside of this area is a huge part of.
So I know Arlen is here, who you said that work at the West Fargo Police Department. He came specifically because he wants to help you out. If you know anyone in the police force, whether you're in Bemidji right now, if you're in the room, let's try to get these folks connected. This is a viable startup, right? Like, this isn't just something you're thinking about. The team is committed. It's been several weeks since startup weekend. You're probably going to need funding. You're going to need customers. But let's do that. Chad, did she miss anything that you need?
No, that's really what we're looking for, is getting access to first responders throughout, a wider region, and, really being able to understand their pain points and how we can go in and make a difference.
Today might go down as my favorite 1 Million Cups with the greatest speakers we've ever had. Let's join me in giving these ladies a standing ovation. Get off yourself. Thank you, Liz. Thank you, thank you. Woo!
Thank you. I'm a terrible speaker. 200? You better write me that check.
All right. Okay, so 1 Million Cups isn't over yet. We do a couple announcements, and today is the first Wednesday of the month, so we do live job board. I believe there's 37,000 available jobs in North Dakota right now. If you are hiring full-time for your company, if you want to come to the stage, we as a crowd are going to think of people we know to help these folks. Is anybody hiring full-time folks? Good job. Curtis is always here. So if your team is hiring full-time, you can do that. Let's welcome to the stage a person that I believe has hired more people than anyone in the history of 1 Million Cups Fargo. Curtis, let's welcome Curtis.
Thanks, Greg. Curtis, I work at CoSchedule, and last 1 Million Cups is when we first opened up a software engineer position. We currently still have that open. At CoSchedule, we are a content marketing calendar that organizes the world. So if you know anybody who's a software engineer looking for a great gig with an awesome company with amazing culture, check out CoSchedule.com. We're going through interviews right now, but it is currently still open. So thanks.
Excellent. All right, come on up. Tell us your name. Tell us where. I see you on Twitter a lot, but...
Hi, I'm Brian Kronk. I'm with Collins & Kronk Raymond James. We're a financial services boutique in downtown Fargo, also an art gallery. We're looking for a people person to be an account executive with us, working with our clients. Full-time position.
Excellent. Thank you.
Good morning, I'm Katie. When Curtis left Discovery Benefits, that opened up another spot in talent acquisition, so thank you, Curtis. So I work at DBI. We are hiring a full-time senior videographer and motion graphics designer. Senior level means we're looking for at least 3 to 5 years experience. I don't know a lot about it. I'm not a maker, but I try to be creative, so I did put it on the online website, and that's how you work through the application process as well. So excited to see anyone in here or anyone who has a friend that's looking. Thank you.
And real quick question, real quick follow-up. Is Discovery Benefits just going to grow forever? Because, like, all you do is grow, right?
Yep, we're doubling in size every 3 years, both in square footage, so we're getting our parking lot redone and in employees.
And how about the slide? Is the slide getting longer?
It's intact. We just finished a slide challenge last week.
But we should double the size of the slide.
Yes.
Okay.
We should make it go outside and back in.
Sounds...
I'll report that to John.
All right, great. And we'll fund it here at 1 Million Cups. All right, look, come on up, John. And for those of you that don't know, John is on the organizing team at Startup Weekend. He's been with it from the beginning. Yeah, here you are. John.
All right, so I do not have any positions at the EDC, but I'm doing a solid for Sandy at Microsoft because she wanted me to pass the word on for this. Well, if you go on Microsoft career site, there's like 40 openings right now, like great jobs. But what they have on Thursday the 14th, I can barely read this, Microsoft Support Engineering Networking event. So just look at I shared it on LinkedIn and Twitter, Facebook, just look that way. But June 14th, Microsoft continues to just add some great jobs to this community.
Excellent. And I just applied for CEO. If you could write me a letter of recommendation, that'd be great. Okay, great. So every week here at 1 Million, or every first Wednesday of the month at 1 Million Cups, we do a live job board where if you're hiring or somebody, we're trying to get the word out. There are 37,000 open jobs in the state of North Dakota. So we are open for opportunities. Let's recruit our friends. Let's bring them back. And please do not recruit the incredibly talented Emerging Prairie staff. As we wrap up, I want to do a quick thank yous to our mic runners, Jack and Tyler. Thank you, fellas, for doing that. To Roger, our fantastic greeter. He's part of the SCORE program. To Kayla from iBailey for doing the live tweeting to keep the word out. To the folks at Click Content Studio, big thanks for your partnership, for showing up early and helping us distribute this content. We want to thank our sponsors. If you know anyone from any of these organizations, will you just say thank you? Specifically, we want to thank the Forum. It's always fun when they're telling the stories of risk takers. You can see a great article on the Lady Boss group. I think that was published yesterday. And then next week's speaker, I'm going to invite Dave Blair to come up and announce next week's speaker. Dave's out of Bismarck, and his brother-in-law is speaking next week. And I think he's here today because he thought his brother-in-law was speaking today at 1 Million Cups. And Dave, I just want to let you know he's not. But Dave, come on up. Come on up, Dave. Tell us a little bit about Tom and the team at Theratech. Let's bring up to the stage one of my friends, Dave Blair. Welcome, Dave. Dave, tell us about Theratech.
That's not my brother-in-law. Seriously. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, my brother-in-law has a medical device company out of Minneapolis, and I've been working really hard trying to raise money, and it was pretty exciting. He was at my house a couple weeks ago, and he said, "Do you know anything about emerging prairies?" And I'm going, "Yeah, maybe." "How about Million Cups?" "Yeah." "And you know this Greg guy?" And I'm going, "Yeah, I do." So I told Greg the story, and anyway, exciting to have him come here next week. I'm not showing up. Okay. I might. Okay. So anyway, yeah, I think he's excited to be here.
So folks from the Twin Cities, they're executives formerly at Medtronic. They launched a healthcare software company. You're going to want to be here. It's going to be a fantastic week. So as we wrap up today, there's over 173 of us in the room. And I think we can all share in this sentiment that entrepreneurship takes a village. And so I want to thank all the mentors and the folks that are creating programs to get our young people educated, to the folks that are participating in Startup Weekend, to the folks that are participating in YAY. It really takes each and every one of us. I think as we saw these 3 young women in middle school, high school, and now in college, we know they're doing incredible things. But it takes us. It takes the encouragement. It takes the support. It takes the resources. And so today as we leave, I want to challenge you, rather than being a devil's advocate, and when someone comes up to you with an idea or something, a problem they want to solve, rather than taking the, well, have you thought about insurance, or what if it fails approach, let's take a page out of their book and ask, what if it succeeds? What if too many police stations want to use the software? What if too many women are in STEM? What if too many folks want to use the bakery? Let's all support talent. Let's support ideas, and let's support the dreams of our young people. This is the greatest place in the world to start a company. Thank you, ladies, for being here. Thank you to the crowd. Thanks to those online. We will see you next week at 1 Million Cups Fargo. Have a great Wednesday.